Hey everybody, Time 55 here. This is my second video on that vegan teacher, but this time she has definitely gone much too far. Right? If you live in the UK, you might have heard recently that a nurse who was in a British children's hospital killed 7 babies before being caught. There's a lot more stuff to it. I'm not going to really talk about it today, but today, I'm going to talk about Miss Katie's reaction to it. Which, being this. As you can see, I've skipped a little bit because it's just animations of her thinking about what and happens to animals, and that shit you don't need to know. So, anyway, let's get on to this Quebecois, talking about something that is definitely not any of her business.
Hello.
Okay, again.
Students,
The hello students is gonna piss me off a lot. Katie. Also, before I let you watch the rest of this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Anyway, on to
Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. I don't know if you realize this or not, but for 25 years I worked as a registered nurse before becoming a school teacher for 9 years. And today we're going to be...
Well, yes, that is true. Jump on Wikipedia a few days ago. But again, then why is this title saying British nurse who unalived or killed 7 babies looks like you? What? No, seriously, what? This isn't okay at all. Like, yeah, earlier today I did watch part of it. And yeah, so sort by newest. So basically, yeah, it's a bit awkward because picture here said that the nurse ate the babies. I objected to that, and I said, yep, I revealed, yeah, I do live in the United Kingdom. And I hope she does actually do better research. I'm not gonna like my own stuff. I'm not about that.
We're reviewing a newscast here that...
Yep, this is from the news. Is she on Twitter? I hope not.
About a nurse who killed 7 babies.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be good, isn't it? Because the one that number was higher next last time, but it's probably not.
Why are we watching this? Well, because I'm very curious about what the motivation is.
The motivation is currently unknown. Also, why did you skip an entire minute and 48 seconds of this? It's from Cheshire Police. Yeah, BBC News. Yeah, despite repeated warnings. So, should probably turn up the volume here. This in the UK, I don't see anywhere where it says some Quebecois idiot can do some video on it. Yeah.
I don't know if we will be able to figure out what's going on here. I don't know if
He probably won't.
it has anything whatsoever to do with veganism or not.
This has absolutely nothing to do with veganism. Also, frowny face.
I'm pretty sure this person was not vegan.
Duh! If you said in the fucking thumbnail that she ate the babies, of course not.
I'm pretty sure that this person walked the earth and had many murdered animals inside of her.
Nah, I don't like that sentence. That's just I don't like that.
But that might not have anything to do with it.
It doesn't have anything to do with it.
It's also interesting, though, that the vast majority of people on the planet who are vegan are women in general. And so,
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
in this case, this person who murdered 7 babies is the worst baby killer in all of the UK.
Well, it's on the top of the news because murderers don't particularly murder babies. They murder adults. So no, she's not the worst murderer, but probably the worst baby murderer. I'm not quite sure.
In the history of the UK. So,
No, that title is definitely given to very different people. I'm serious. Not in the just to this day.
all
Okay.
that is just some interesting stuff. We're going to look at this together and see if we can figure out why on earth would this woman kill 7 babies in the intensive care unit of the hospital.
Mind you, Correction Children's Hospital, and also, and it's none of your business.
With it, but this was the moment the game was up.
Oh, Lucy, is it? Yeah. Let me just quick. So get stuff in 2 seconds.
It is?
Yeah, thank you.
Behind the door of this ordinary suburban house, Britain's most prolific baby killer.
Does she know what prolific is? With that face, shit's about to go down real fast.
She looks like she could be your sister.
I am appalled and disgusted right now. No, seriously. Why?
Friend, a normal person.
Sorry. What is it? What if she was arrested when she was in the hospital? Do you think would you have said the same thing? I don't know. Let's just play.
Look at her face. She's an average person.
Really?
Who would ever have guessed?
Who would have ever guessed? I don't know. Literally her co-workers.
Then again, when I walk down the street and I see all of you, I think the same thing.
Don't. Why? No. Just don't, please.
Who would guess that all of you could be so cruel to...
What has this got to do with anything? 2 minutes, 23 seconds. She hasn't even watched a full minute of this at all. Like, she's jumped over a minute already. And, yep, I'm spending around about 10 minutes on 2 minutes of this video. Never mind, I should probably just play.
Animals who never did a single thing wrong to you ever.
Really?
Similar to the babies that were born and that were under her care.
Yes, and she murdered them. What has that got to do with anything?
She didn't need to kill them.
Exactly.
And none of you need to kill the animals that you do.
That's incorrect.
You can just go to the store.
What?
She could have just got another job.
No, I don't think she knows how the justice system works at all. Because, see, okay, you see, you've got this, how do I put it? she's a criminal, and that will be put on her record if she tries to get after prison or whatever. If she tries to get another job, that will be ending in massive failure. So she's not going to be able to get a job, like, at least in the care of children, not an orphanage or hospital or anything. I'm not quite I think maybe she'll be able to get a job as maybe maybe delivering pizza for or working in a restaurant and all that, but not really. I don't know.
Or simply not harmed these sweet, innocent little babies.
What?
You know, these babies were only a few days old.
A good point.
The animals that you paid to murder, the baby chicks.
Mind you, the animals that are slaughtered are not babies. They are adults. No, I'm serious.
For example, in the egg industry, are murdered at 1 day old.
No, actually, as a matter of fact, when eggs are first hatched, they take them away because some are taken away, others aren't, because if you leave an egg that's just been popped out of a chicken long enough, it will eventually hatch. And Minecraft is a good way of reflecting this, because you can't eat eggs unless you put them in a cake. Even then, you can throw the eggs and they have a chance of dropping a chicken.
Is there much difference between you and her?
There is very much. For a start, this was filmed by the Cheshire Police. I don't live in Cheshire, in the UK. I'm not grown up. I don't kill babies. That I actually have looked up that site. I mean, I think I'll look it up right now, actually. You know what? No. Okay, so egg dash truth.com. Let's just see. Let's see what. Oh. Really? Nope. I'll skip this. Yes.
Was finally arrested 3 years after her murder spree began.
3 years?
Take a seat
Wow.
for me, Lucy. I'll move that seat forward a bit. Sure. Yeah, I've just had knee surgery. So. Oh, right, okay.
She's getting arrested and she's telling the police officer about the knee surgery that.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Like, if you're being arrested, you're gonna want to tell the police, like, be a bit softer on me, please, because I've just had a knee surgery. And we're like, okay, that's called British hospitality. I don't think you Canadians have ever heard of it.
She had. Obviously, she's not computing what is about to happen.
She is.
She worked here on the neonatal unit at the Countess of Chester Hospital, her role to care for the most premature and vulnerable infants.
Yes.
But that couldn't have been further from her mind.
Look at her face.
Yes, the face of a baby murderer.
I'd actually go so far as to say she looks friendly, wouldn't you?
Nope.
But then again, you know, you look friendly too.
So, what does that have to do with anything?
3 times a day. How many babies did she kill? 7?
Yeah.
How many babies have you been responsible for murdering?
Hold the
How
hell
many
up.
babies? tried to claw their way out of your intestines and your esophagus over the years.
I'm sorry, people don't eat baby animals alive. Sorry, have you got a brain in there?
How many babies did you stab with a knife and fork?
Hold on 1 second, I just got to take a break from this. Okay, my wrist was hurting a bit. Let's continue with this madness.
When you didn't have to. How many times were you reminded that you could be vegan?
0 times, excluding yourself.
It is so easy.
Really?
And yet you chose to be like her.
No. I'm sorry. You want to be offensive to somebody or to the average user. Not like this. Don't compare people to a baby murderer, okay? Don't.
Oh, I can just hear you all screaming now. That killing babies who are human is completely different than killing
It is.
thousands of innocent little baby pigs.
It is. What? Well, it is pretty much different. Son, pigs that are killed are adults, and she killed little babies only a few days old. Like, imagine being a poor parent who had the baby, and they've been told that they're gonna have to hand them over to a special ward to treat them because they've got to stay in the hospital for a while, and then they're killed in cold blood. That is more messed up than some of America's worst murders.
Who are 6 months old when they are murdered in gas chambers and
Nope, don't compare this to the Holocaust. No, seriously. There are too many differences now. You can't do this.
same way that the Nazis murdered the Jews and you eat.
She f***ing did it again. What the hell? Also, look, big cute boy. Just a first bit.
Them. At least she didn't eat her victims.
That's what you said in the thumbnail.
At least not the ones that were the victims.
I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless.
In the hospital.
The crying, I've never heard anything like it since. It was screaming, and I was like...
So that's mothers of 2 babies, 5 and 6, the 5th and 6th victims, just speaking out. Let's see how bad this can get now.
Have you ever heard the screaming of pigs?
It's distressed. This was a distressed mother talking openly about the death of her babies, which, mind you, is already something heart-wrenching. It's already difficult to talk about. Are you comparing it to this? I mean, this guy's cute, but no.
They are lowered into a gas chamber
No.
and die from being murdered and burned from the inside out.
No.
You know the bacon that you eat? You know the sausage that you eat?
No.
You know the pepperoni that you eat? You know the ham that you eat and the salami that you eat? Yeah. You don't know because you don't have the guts to watch Dominion, do you?
I feel very much called out, and
Go and watch it. Watch dominionmovement.com. Go ahead. But you don't.
that jumped from -10 to a million much too fast.
Want to, right? Because you're nothing like her, are you? Oh, of course not.
Legally, we can't identify the families in this case. Their stories are distressing.
Yeah, they really are.
These are the parents of twin boys born prematurely in 2015. Their mum was taking milk to them when she heard one of her sons crying loudly.
Bringing milk to
Yep.
your own baby.
Yeah.
What a beautiful thing to do. That's a vegan thing to do.
No.
But you think it's okay to steal the milk.
They don't steal all the milk. Chill, please.
From some other mother and from her baby, right? Because in the dairy industry, that's what you pay people to do. You pay people to kidnap baby boy cows and murder them so that you can go and pay somebody to go underneath the cow and steal her milk. But you're nothing like this horrific person here who has permanently taken babies away from their mothers and fathers.
This is getting too much, really. I don't know about who, but this is getting way too much.
He had blood around his mouth. And Lucy was there. But faffing about, not doing anything. Lucy said, oh, don't worry, the registrar was coming and she told me to go back to the ward.
Yeah,
The baby's mum left him in this intensive care area and went to call her husband. They thought their son was in safe hands with Nurse Letby, but a short time later they were told he was dangerously ill. And
Isn't that interesting? You know, when there are farmers who have cows, and those cows have baby boys, and the cows learn, they trust the farmers that are there. So they think, okay, my baby is being taken away by this farmer. That's strange. Why is this farmer taking away my baby boy?
I don't like this.
And she tries to run after the farmer, but the reason that she's not freaking out completely is part of her is completely in shock and betrayed. She doesn't realize that this farmer will never bring her baby back. The incredible betrayal is unimaginable. But you guys don't know about it, right? Because you can't be bothered to watch even a 5
You just told us, and you can't watch 5 minutes of Isaac Butterfield. So, why try to force it on us?
documentary on the subject called Dairy is Scary.
What?
That takes too much of your time. You would rather continue to drink cow's milk and eat cheese that comes from cow's milk, and you would rather continue to eat ice cream and yogurt because, hey, that's just someone else's problem, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
they rushed back to find doctors trying to save him.
We were taken in and we were told to talk to him and held his hand. And then
Why should I zooming in and out?
with the conversation with the consultant, and she said, we're going to stop. It's not helping. You want him to die in your arms.
On the unit, there were typically up to 3 deaths a year, but in 2015 they had that number in the month of June alone, and the pattern continued with babies dying or coming close to death. The common factor, Lucy Letby. This staffing sheet shows she was the only employee who was present every time there was a suspicious event.
Huh. I like how they bleeped out all the other names, except for Lucy's. Yeah, that's nice.
Dr. Stephen Breary led the team of 7 consultants on the unit who shared joint concerns about Letby. He's now speaking publicly about their experience for the first time.
Yeah, that's got to be really hard.
It's something that nobody really wants to consider, that a member of staff might be harming the babies under your care.
I wonder about this guy. What do you think? What do you think? He looks like a normal, ordinary guy too,
Yeah, I think he's part of the management.
right? I wonder what are the contents of his stomach. What do you think? What do you think is down his esophagus, into the stomach,
Don't, please, do not.
in the small intestine, in his bowels? Do you think that this guy is vegan? I mean, he's pointing at this nurse and saying what a terrible person she was, while he is sitting there, most likely with a dead chicken inside of him, or a dead...
That is not very child friendly. How is this? How is this video able to be shown to kids? No, seriously, how?
pig or a dead cow or God knows what stolen body parts from animals.
Oh,
What secretions? Milk, eggs, who knows? This is the world we live in.
Concerns about Letby. He's now speaking publicly about their experience for the first time.
It's something that nobody really wants to consider, that a member of staff might be harming the babies under your care.
Things came to a head when 2 out of 3 healthy triplets died within 24 hours of each other in June 2016. Afterwards, a meeting
that would have definitely been very suspicious.
was held for staff.
Lucy Letby was there. She was sitting next to me. I spoke to her and said how tired and upset she must be after 2 days of this. And I hoped that she was going to have a restful weekend. And she turned to me and said, no, I'm back on shift tomorrow. The other staff were very traumatised by all of this. They were crumbling before your eyes almost, and she was quite happy and confident to come into work.
Lucy Letby was eventually
11 minutes to 5 minutes ratio is a really good one, but then again, 27 to 11 is also pretty terrible. That's so double-edged.
moved to a clerical role. The doctors kept trying to get managers to investigate the suspicious deaths and her connection to them.
Stop doing this.
But we can now reveal that even though consultants here repeatedly made loud warnings to senior management, they say they were ignored and ultimately told that if they didn't stop raising questions about the nurse, there'd be consequences.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, in fact, the management, the upper tops, near the top of this pyramid, basically the meeting said to nurses and doctors raising concerns, apologise to her. If you make any more of these accusations, you'll get fired. And that's how she managed to kill 7 babies. Like,
oh wow, that reminds me of animal rights activists
that shouldn't really.
who are consistently trying to raise awareness about the suffering, about the Holocaust that goes on right now.
Sorry, Holocaust is in reference to the Jews, not animals. Are the animals Jewish? They're not.
And the rest of you just turn a blind eye. And you say, how dare you say that what's going on with the animals is a Holocaust, Miss Katie? How dare you say that, even though the definition of a Holocaust is destruction on a mass scale?
No, that's not the definition of the Holocaust. The Holocaust is the definition of an attempted wipeout of Jewish people in a country or area on a mass scale.
And that is clearly what the animals are going through.
That isn't.
What about this reporter?
Why are you bringing the reporter into this? Seriously?
What do you think she ate for breakfast?
I mean, to be truthfully honest, what I ate for breakfast was some nice crunchy nut cornflakes with milk. After that was some nice toast with unsalted butter, ham, and Marmite. Delicacy washed down with some nice squash.
Yeah,
I don't know why I said that.
looks like the killer, doesn't she?
No.
Sort of white skin and straight blondish hair.
Sorry, what? White skin, blondish hair. Hold up. Are you gonna say blue eyes? Because they don't just call you anti-Semitic. If you are, don't say it.
Just a normal person, right?
Yes. Are you even gonna watch 5 minutes though?
You should not be eating animals. None of you.
Really?
You should all be vegan.
Really?
It's as simple as that.
Really?
If you want to be a good person on this planet, you must be vegan.
Really? Scumbag piece of shit. Wow, you really just insult a lot of people. I can see why she hasn't even hit 500,000 subscribers.
You cannot walk
Never
around.
mind, 250,000 subscribers.
Call yourself a good person
Yes, I am.
while you pay for the rape,
What? No, don't.
the torture,
Sorry, if you're bringing Ukraine, what Russia is doing, what Putin has been doing to Ukrainian citizens into this, I'm sorry, no,
the kidnapping,
don't, no,
the confinement,
don't.
the suffering, the betrayal, and the murder of innocent animals
Really? Come
who
on.
you've never even met.
I mean, sometimes I go to farms, outside farms, and I see these nice pigs. If I could talk to them, I would ask them if they'd actually support you. They'd probably say no. They haven't even heard of you.
Have done not a single thing wrong to you ever.
Okay? Nobody's gonna believe a quibble quarrel, that's for sure. That was good in this bit.
And the doctors say that even after Lucy Letby came off duty on the neonatal unit, executives tried to draw a line under the case.
Wow. Again, another case of executives trying to cover up crimes.
And it was only a year after she stopped working as a nurse that the police became involved.
Yeah, took that long.
After her arrest, officers found all sorts of items in her bedroom. Baby's medical records, her diary, and notes covered in Letby's scrawl, with phrases including, "I am evil, I did this."
Oh, wow. Well, at least she acknowledges the evil that she's part of. Do you?
What? This is at least going to be double. I'm just gonna have to move on.
Do you?
Oh,
Have a look at my comment section after this video and see how many people say, you know what? You're right, Miss Katie.
about one person. Well, I haven't actually seen any.
I shouldn't be hurting innocent animals. Have a look at my comment section.
No,
Just have a look at how many kind people there are there.
really.
How many people realize that they themselves are also full of hate, but not
No.
the right kind of hate. Not the hate towards those who hurt animals. They hate people like me who try to defend them.
No, I don't. Why can you call yourself the defender of the animals when the animals don't even know who you are?
It is a bizarre, bizarre world that we live in.
And speciesism, be kind to the animals.
She is
That was
a
terrible.
killer, and using her words, she is
That was a terrible song, by the way. Really.
evil.
She's evil. She admits it. Are
Yes, evil for killing babies.
you? Yes.
No,
Yes, you are.
no, I'm not.
So, here's the situation, though. Okay?
Really.
Rather than keeping on killing like she did,
What?
how about you just admit that you are evil?
No.
Admit that this is something that you can
What?
change, and
I don't think I can, really. The UK is going through an economic crisis, so nope.
Admit that you must be vegan from now on.
Nope.
Do it.
No.
Write a note to yourself on your fridge and write Happy Vegan Declaration Day.
No.
Write today's date.
No.
And then mean it.
No.
Actually go through your life talking about veganism.
No.
Speaking about how evil you used to be.
No. I'm sorry, but no, not evil.
Talk about, though, how you were also born vegan.
Actually, fun fact, I looked this up on Wikipedia, by the way. Miss Katie herself only became vegan in 2016, so, speak for yourself, Katie.
You were born kind. Somewhere along the line, something changed.
Really?
Now, was she born kind? That we don't know.
Good point.
There are psychopaths in the world.
Yeah.
The percentage, if you try to research it, it varies. But are you a psychopath or are
No.
you just an average, everyday person?
I'm an average everyday person who's autistic, who's just got a YouTube channel for some reason.
Who is capable of change. And if
I'm not really. Economic crisis.
you are capable of change, it is your moral duty to change.
It isn't.
You've spent time interviewing her and watching her in court as well.
Yes.
The evidence. What do you make of her?
I think she's very emotionless. She doesn't respond to a typical human response that.
I mean, understandable if she's getting arrested, I guess.
I would have expected.
Did you have any concerns that there was a rise in mortality? Yes.
There was no.
Wait, hold on. Look at that. 6:54. She watched at least 5 minutes of this. Ooh.
Empathy or sympathy with what's gone on at all.
I mean, there are.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any difference.
What?
I mean, I've also seen interviews
It's an interview from the police.
with mass murderers who start
That's Nuremberg trials.
crying. I mean, they're great actors. So I don't know that this has anything to do with it.
There are people who look at her and say there's no way she can have done this. It's circumstantial evidence.
Yes.
She looks as though butter wouldn't melt.
It's an example.
She looks as though butter wouldn't melt. I don't know that expression. If you guys understand what that means, let me know in the comments.
Nobody's gonna let you know in the comments.
To us all, really, not judging a book by its cover. We've got to accept, and understand the evidence in this case has been, I believe, significant and has taken us to understand that Lisa Letby is a killer.
Yeah, she was.
As the trial ended today, Letby refused to come into the courtroom, prosecutors later reflecting on the scale of her deceit.
In her hands, innocuous substances like air, milk, or medication like insulin would become lethal. She perverted her learning and weaponized her craft to inflict harm, grief, and death.
Point.
The nurse even wrote this sympathy card to the parents of one baby and searched for many of the other families on Facebook, checking up on them voyeuristically months and even years after attacking their children.
I wanted to be locked up, but I never wanted to come out again.
I mean, it's nice that she at least said sorry afterwards. Like, at the very least.
Is that all? You just want her to be locked up? You don't want her to be killed?
What? She wants them killed. It's just 7 babies. It's not enough. We also abolished the death sentence.
You just want her to be locked up?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
It's what she's done. It's changed the course of our life forever.
Lucy Letby had many faces. Party girl, graduate, bright young nurse, but each face was a mask. For
Oh. But I'm sure before she was a murderer, she was a nice person.
Evil hiding in plain sight. And at last her cover has slipped.
Oh.
Lucy Letby will now be known as one of Britain's most notorious criminals. Judith Morris, BBC News, Manchester.
And there you have it. So, prove me wrong. Write me in the comments about how you've decided that you don't want to be evil like her. Write me in the comments and say, Miss Katie, you know what? You're right. I don't have to hurt animals anymore. I can just go to the store and buy lentils, or tofu, or rice, beans.
There's nobody in that comment's gonna say that.
Potatoes, or thousands of other foods. I don't
They're
have to
not
buy
thousands.
the skin of an innocent animal if I need a coat or boots. I can get vegan leather. I can get vegan milk. Do it. Sincerely, be better than her. Be kinder than her.
We already are.
Be vegan from now on.
No.
Let's all that be.
Oops. So yeah, that's that video. I hope that you enjoyed that, and see you later. Bye.